Good morning and welcome to the Vault. We are back with some more exclusive content. Episode 6 of Tuesday Morning Critz is happening right now. We have a fresh 10 designs, we're going to cover today. You guys ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Jason, are you ready? Because I know it's earlier where you are.
Yeah, it's way early over here, but we'll muster through this.
What's your T-shirt say today?
We Write Code. It's a consultant firm here in town.
Oh, okay. I don't understand code, but we'll
Yeah.
we'll
They
move
write it. So
Well, yeah, they're also smarter than me. So let's get started here, fellas. So we had some stuff land, right? We had some stuff land. So a couple notables there is the pterodactyls, which was part of a naming contest, right, of the Tampa Bay Rays or Devil Rays back then.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was done by Hallucinathan. And then you have Snapper Island done by Jay Matz, which had a whole ton of detail in there. I wasn't sure they were going to pull it off. But there's an awful lot of stuff landing of late. I don't know. I see a lot of people pretty excited about it.
What'd you think of the final product for Snapper Island? How'd it turn out?
All right. So my initial reaction was I didn't like it that much. But then that's when I first took it out of the box. But then when I got a chance to get it in the light and just really look at it, and so it's almost like listening to a song for the first time. You're like, all right, yeah, it's okay. But then you start to watch, you start to listen more. You're like, man, this thing is really nice. That's where I am with Snapper Island.
Gotcha.
The only thing I don't like is that it doesn't have a different colored UV, which is another one of your pet peeves. Right. But other than that, I thought it's a solid hat, and the more I was around it, the more I liked it. So,
gotcha.
Nice. So, yeah. So let's take a look at what's
one more.
Yeah. Oh, these are the ones that are, well, a lot of these haven't delivered yet, right? But they're in the midst of delivering. Correct?
Yeah, I think they just landed at the warehouse basically. So
Yeah.
expect to see these shipping deliveries or shipping notifications coming to you very, very
yeah.
soon.
I got one for Resball, so
yeah, me too. Yeah, mine will be in sometime this week. And then there's a lot of stuff on here. I mean, there's a bunch from Jacobo on here. John of Ink Park and we have ours on here. He's got his Tar Cats is on. There's a lot of stuff. There's a capologist cap there, the ogres, right?
Yep.
God, there's a lot here, man. It's kind of cool now seeing them all start to land and these dreams have become reality. So it's really cool seeing these things. I can't wait to get some more in hand to show everybody on my Instagram too. And I'm sure you guys feel the same way. Yeah. So let's jump into it, man. So we've got 10 really cool and unique designs to go through today. We'll start here with Phil. Phil recently had Oys of Summer. I think that pre-order just ended, correct? And that did make it to production. I was a big fan of that. I think there was kind of mixed reactions to it, but listen, I think that one's going to be spectacular when it does land in hand. But let's see what Phil submitted to Monday Morning Chris. Okay, you ought to see this. A little play on words, right?
Yep.
A little like Bart Simpson. I'm looking for IP freely, feel to it. So Leon, what are your thoughts on this one by Phil?
It's interesting. I don't know if I'm gonna run out to grab it. It is a cool logo. It's got some Greek vibes. It's cool. It's kind of in the same vein of like the Oys of Summer. That's like kind of like a quirky kind of logo. It's play on words. I'm digging it. It's it's cool.
How about you, Jason? Any thoughts?
Yeah. Initially, I like the logo. Colorways pretty nice. Yeah, like Leon though, I don't think it's something I'm gonna rush out and grab though. It's just not my. I
like this one. I don't know. Yeah, it's not for everybody, right? But I like it. I know it's got a cool feel to it. I think this is a good follow up to Oys of Summer.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? I mean, this thing is cool. I don't know. I think it's got I like his art. I like the logo itself. I do like that nice bold outline around it. And the colors here make sense to me, which is that's not always the case, right? When we're going through Tuesday Morning Crits, but I like this one, man. Nice job, Phil. I mean, not for everybody, obviously, but nothing is.
Yep.
Right.
Nope.
All right, so let's move on. We got Clinker Patrick. Now, Patrick's done quite a few cool things of late. Casters with that incredible brim, and then heaters, which I think that was the one that went up against CBS Inc.'s Dragon. They both made it, right? We got change ups over there, just some really cool stuff. And we've previewed and showed his stuff on the show a couple weeks back, so we can jump right into what he submitted to Monday Morning Critz.
Yeah, that squid thing just landed too. So if you go back, slides.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Raven Wolves. All right. This is really cool. Look at this. It's like a yin and a yang. I guess I can start since I just started talking.
Yeah, go for it, man.
Yeah, this thing I like. Wow. I'm not a fan of the gray crown.
Yeah.
But I am definitely a fan of this hat.
Yeah. It gets a bit muted because of the gray on gray. But
yeah,
the logo is cool.
That logo is one of the best I've seen in a while.
Yeah. I'm interested in the backstory, why he chose ravens and wolves, right? But I actually like the gray crown because I think that nice blue outline on the logo, helps set it off. The only thing I don't like is the monochrome under. Wish they'd change that up. But overall, man, this is a great looking hat.
Yeah, I really wish everybody would stop doing that.
Yeah.
The over and the under being the same.
Like
that's even worse than a black nasty to me.
You don't see that. I don't know, man. It just reminds me of clearance lids from years ago with the over and the under matching. I just wish people would stop doing it. Everybody, including Clink Room. Leon, what are your thoughts, man?
It's cool. The one little point that I would kind of like edge out a little bit would be the kind of how the mane make it a little bit more flowy, I guess, but I'm just nitpicking. I think that's the only thing that I would do. It's kind of rigid. Other than that, yeah, I'm with Jay. I need to figure out what the story is behind this.
Yeah, I don't need the story. I just love it.
Yeah.
You guys can tell me later about the story. If this thing makes it, I'll be too busy pre-ordering.
We'll get the story then.
Yeah, that's true. But this is great. Nice job, Patrick. I think we're all in agreement here. This is a good one.
Yeah, this is definitely
absolutely.
All right, cool. So next up, we've got Clinker Bosco, right? So we've had him on. We've had his work on a couple of times. We gush over it.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, really good stuff. So let's see what he did with Monday Morning Critz.
Whoa!
Wow, Poseidon. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this. For those watching, we haven't really digested this much. I know Leon put together a slideshow here, but we haven't really digested much here, as you can kind of tell. But what do you think, Leon?
This one's tough. I like the subject matter. The perspective is interesting, but he's making it hard for himself because look how small the head is, right? That's what I worry about in something like this. Yeah, it's cool. It looks good. I just don't know how well this would embroider. He might need a tilt in the perspective or to just even beef up the head. But yeah, looks like Poseidon's getting his workout in.
Yeah. Jason.
I actually like the perspective. I think they can do some neat stuff with raised embroidery and stuff. Like if they raise that hand off the hat and keep the rest of it, a little more flat. Yeah, it's a cool logo. Like John always says, and we've heard some other people say, I think the shading and the details are going to be an issue in this one. But overall, I love the logo. Embroidery is going to be tough, I think.
Yeah, if I'm not going to get into the nuances of what it takes to make one, I'm just going to say I like the way it looks.
Right.
It's a good looking logo.
And I agree with Jason, though. I do think like if it's done right and without getting into details of how to do that, because I'm not exactly certain, but the way that hand kind of reaches out to you, I think that could look pretty powerful. Like we're so used to seeing like, logos done a specific way. Now, why not give this a shot, man? I mean, The only thing I would say is maybe, no, actually, I do understand about the shading and stuff. I get all that. I mean, that can be reduced, right? But
Right. Yeah.
I do like the way this looks, and I have a feeling that could work. We're gonna have to wait and see, but I do like it. All right, let's move on, fellas. All right, Jacobo. I mean, we don't really have to introduce Jacobo at this point. I mean,
He cranks them out, man.
yeah, he's been cranking them out. Now we did give Jacobo a little bit of a hard. He did get a fitty, but we did give him a little bit of a hard time last show about his subject matter, right? Taking a peaceful entity and kind of mixing it with.
Siak. That was Siak.
Was it Siak? What did Jacobo have? Did he have a submission last week? No,
he wasn't last week, from what I remember.
All right, sorry, Jacobo. My apologies. That wasn't you. But let's move on to see what Jacobo provided Monday Morning Critz. Jungle Spirit. All right, so what do you guys think?
I feel like I've seen this one before. I don't know if he submitted this a while ago or it just didn't come up yet or something. I feel like I've seen this before. But initially, I like this, and I think they can do some crazy stuff with that green, with like negative space and stuff.
Yeah,
I think that could turn out really, really cool. I'm not sold on the orange over though. I think if they flip the visor, it look a lot better and maybe match the orange to the orange in the logo. But overall, I like this logo a lot, and I think the embroidery could turn out pretty freaking sick.
Yeah. Leon, what do you think?
So we were talking about perspective a couple slides ago. This is a really cool perspective. It's different. You never really seen anyone kind of pull this off before. I just think his color play or color blocking within the front logo needs to be it just needs a little work. That's all. I think maybe the white makes it's not believable, because if you're peeking out of like the bushes and you see this like lion or jaguar or whatever this thing is, you wouldn't see the white there. So that's my only point of contention. But other than that, it's a cool play on it. It's an interesting take on a hat design. But I would just play with the colors of the front logo a little bit. Maybe make it a little bit darker. You kind of like just get that peak. Maybe make the feline here a little bit lighter. I don't know what I would do.
I don't know. I think at some point, like, then we'd be complaining about it being too dark.
Yeah.
I'm not personally a fan of this one, guys.
Okay.
That's just me. I don't feel like it's like really. It might be the colors. I don't know, guys. It doesn't feel like super like. It doesn't feel like it's jumping out at me for some reason. It feels. I like the concept or the idea of it. I don't know. I love his stuff. You guys know how much I love his stuff. I've ordered so much, but this isn't necessarily one that I'm really doing cartwheels over. All right, well, let's move on to the next clinker, guys. Dustin. All right, so Dustin's done some cool stuff, right? I mean, he had Murder Birds, and then immediately it went to X-Ray almost a couple weeks later, right? And people wanted it. So this is good stuff. This is good stuff. Let's take a look at what he submitted on Monday. All right, Jason, I know you love s'mores. What do you think about Happy Campers?
I don't. I want to like it, but just for some reason I don't. I think the gradient that they could use in that logo could turn out really, really awesome. But man, I don't know if it's the colors of the hat that are throwing me off or what, but and I'm just not feeling this one so much.
Leon, how about you?
Yeah, I think I'm there with Jay. There's something missing, maybe even like an outline, maybe. This is like definitely like the weaker perspective, because like it's like a different kind of way to kind of look at it. It's kind of like a POV of someone, heating up some marshmallows. It is a cool way to do a hat. But yeah, it's the color. Maybe it's the colors, because it goes like light to dark. I don't know what it is, but it is an interesting design though. I give him credit for that.
Yeah, it is. I'm not sure how I feel about it either, honestly, guys.
It's tough.
Murder Birds, I love. He actually reached out to me about some of his designs. Like this was months ago. I like Murder Birds a lot. I just like the simplicity of it and whatnot. I do think this is cool. I don't know.
Yeah, the artwork's great. I'm just not sure how I feel about it.
It kind of looks like a painting.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, but
Exactly.
I don't know. I think I'm with you guys. I don't think any of us are really feeling it, but it's not bad. It's not terrible. It's not terrible.
No,
It's just not something that. Yeah. All right. Well, let's take a look at who's next, guys.
Aurelian.
All right, Aurelian. He's also another gentleman that needs no introduction. So, Aurelian just had Valkyrie, right? Just its pre-order just ended. That one I'm sure did pretty well. I mean, God, I think everyone's still waiting on it. That's called Black Sheep, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everyone's waiting on that thing to land.
Yeah, I ordered that one.
Yeah, that one. Something tells me that thing's gonna be sick. But and then Happy Hippos. I mean, he's been pumping out some great stuff. Let's take a look at what he submitted to Monday Morning Crits. All right. If Hell to Pay was a boar,
Yeah.
we have fire boars. I've been starting with Jason quite often, Leon. I know you've gone boar hunting from time to time. What do you think about fire boars?
Those feral pigs, man. It's tough, right? Because he set the bar so high with Hell to Pay. So it's like, if you missed on Hell to Pay, you can grab this one, but it's not quite Hell to Pay, right? I want to know the story behind why the boar's on fire. I mean, maybe it doesn't need one, but like, whatever. It's a boar that's on fire, but maybe go a little meaner. A little meaner on this guy. Rough out the tusks, give him a little bit more expression. I love his work though. You can't go wrong with the black with the red under though. That's always a plus.
Yeah. What are your thoughts, Jason?
I like this one. I like the use of the fire. I think he did a great job making a boar's face out of flames. Colors are nice with that orange under and that orange squatchy. Yeah, I like this one a lot.
Yeah, see, I'm not sure. Because it feels kind of simple to me.
Yeah,
that's what I like about it.
It's a tough subject matter, right? Because if it's like a firehead, is it good? Is it as good as Hell to Pay? And if it's like a pig, is it like as good as the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think he's right there. I do love his stuff, but maybe something where he's maybe snarling more or a little bit more angry or, something. We need a little bit more hot sauce on this one.
I don't know. I wouldn't fuck around with a feral pig that's on fire. That's for sure.
Yeah, I think you're right there. But I think the first mistake we're making is comparing it to Hell to Pay.
Yes. Yeah.
Because it's I think like Hell to Pay to me is gold, man.
We're holding him to a high standard.
Yeah, we are.
That's because he's a great artist, right?
I bet it'll look fantastic, right?
Yeah.
I just don't know if this is something. Remember, how like a lot of times we go through these phases where we want like crazy and weird, and we don't want crazy. I want crazy and weird.
Yeah, I'm
in that stage now because everything's been so like kind of vanilla.
Yeah.
And this one isn't really striking that chord with me, but that doesn't mean, again, that's just where I am in my personal journey with Clink Room. Everyone's going to be different. All right, well, let's take a look at who's next, guys. Nice job, Aurelian.
It's a new guy, Josh.
New guy, Clinker Josh. So there's some crazy shit here.
Artwork here, yeah.
No, I mean, I like it. I just wonder how it's a lot of detail.
Yeah.
Even I never thought I'd want a house like that fly one. I mean, God, I'd take a fly in my hat if that were the fly. You see it with the fly swatter in the baseball?
Yep. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like this. I like this guy.
All right, let's take a look.
Yeah, let's take a look. Chupacabras. Oh my God, that's bad. That's like a leg of like a bull or something.
Might be.
That's awesome.
maybe a
It's like a-
cow, maybe? Or,
Oh, it's probably a cow. Because chupacabras will invade your stock and eat your livestock.
I guess I'll start.
Oh,
I guess I'll start. I love this.
it's cool, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
It's fun.
Will,
it's
will the
cool, it's
blood
great.
though? Will the blood get approved? I wonder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the blood should. It should.
I like it.
I mean, worst case, they
I'm
take
not
the
even
two
gonna get
drips
too.
out.
I'm not even gonna get too deep here. I just like this thing.
Yeah.
This is one of those moments where I don't really need to know where that leg came from either.
Mm-mm.
I just like it. Jason, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think this is pretty cool. Not sure if I'm a fan of the dark green crown, but I don't know what I would change it to. But yeah, this artwork is very nice. Shading might need a little work, but other than that, man, this is cool looking logo.
Yeah, Leon, what are your thoughts?
This is a fun hat, you know, 5 minutes ago or 2 minutes ago, you're like, I want crazy, I want fun, and then this one comes out. It was almost like we timed it or we rehearsed this, but yeah, really cool, really fun. Chupacabra, that's the fictional like dog thing, right, from Mexico. Crazy.
Yeah, it's a dog-like animal, mythical animal. Yeah.
It's interesting, man. It's like kind of like an alien. He's kind of hanging around. A lot of personality, you know, a lot of movement. To the image. Like I really like it.
I do too.
I'm with you, Jay. I maybe would cut out a little bit of green, go for maybe a black or a navy or something.
Nah, I like this, man.
Yeah, I mean, if you kept it the same, it would work too. Yeah, this is really fun. It's a breath of fresh air, I think.
For those that don't know, I think Leon's getting an extension to his hat room built.
Yeah.
So if you guys are listening to that, Leon's in the midst of building an extension to his vault.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Started.
Let's take a look at the next clinker. Clinker Osito. So this is a new clinker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you guys. We're gonna move on to what he has for Monday Morning Crits, but I'm not a big fan of what I see here. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. Not my
Looks
style.
like he's a watercolor artist, maybe.
That stuff I like.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I don't like the Starbucks pumpkin. I think that's what that is.
Pumpkin spice latte.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm certainly not a huge fan of what I see here, but let's see what do you submit to Monday Morning Crits.
Okay.
That I can deal with. I like that pink outline with the pink undervisor.
Yep.
Yeah, I like this. I like it. Jason, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, so obviously he's playing on the song "The Devil Went Down to Georgia." Cool concept. I think his weighting might be a little bit off. Like the arms and legs look a little skinny, but I like the subject matter. I like the colors a lot. Yeah, I don't know. There's just something off about the perspective or weight of the logo itself.
Leon, how about you?
Yeah, I'm with Jay. It seems like he's like newer to hat art, I guess.
Yeah.
It's he just needs a little bit of adjustment, a little bit of simplification on the small details, a little bit heavier line weight. It's cool. It's a cool logo, but just for it to be pulled off, like the fingers, it's like that's not gonna work. But yeah, it's a good looking logo. I don't know how it would be pulled off on a hat though.
You know, I'm wondering if he just went like from the waist or chest up with like the devil playing the fiddle, kind of like what Yeti did last week.
Yeah.
Get a little wider. I think that might work a little bit better.
I like this one. I think it's different.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's simple. I think this would look pretty good. That's my opinion. All right, let's move on to the next clinker.
A new guy as well.
All right, Raphael. So, got some stuff here. It's got like a Cyclops Kong. Got Oh, that movie Kong looks pretty cool though, with the two strips behind it.
The 3D
Yeah.
one.
The 3D one, that's pretty cool.
I'm liking what we see here.
And T800 Kong. Maybe that's a shout out to T800 John.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Okay.
All right, let's move on. Let's move to what he submitted for Monday Morning Chris. Jason? Well, let's start with Leon. Leon's a big fan of both polar bears, and he eats a lot of salmon. That's one of the staples of his diet. So let's ask him how he feels about polar bears.
I like it. It's a bit muted, but that's polar bears. They're that color to hide in the snow. So I'm not totally mad at it. Maybe I would have went a little bit darker on the outline in the gray, but that's just nitpicking. This is a cool looking logo. I'm not mad at this one. Got the little sky blue under.
I kind of like it because it's got. This reminds me of like the paw socks a little bit.
Yeah.
Except a little bit more gritty, But Jason, what do you think?
Oh, I like this one a lot. I think he did a great job on the color choice, especially that blue under matching the blue from the fish a little bit. I agree with Leon. I would maybe just lighten up the polar bear, go maybe just a little more white so it stands out a little bit more. But yeah, this is a great looking logo. Great looking hat. I like this a lot.
Yeah. I don't know if I love it. I like it though. Yeah.
Great job on the color though.
I like the color. Yeah, I do like it. I think you guys are right though. If it was if the polar bears aren't like optic white, but I think for the sake of a logo like this, it would look nice like that.
Yeah.
But then the teeth and stuff, I think it would be a little bit tough if it was white though.
I think you keep the dark gray shading and just go white with the rest of it, like the top half of the bear.
Yeah. Part of it. Yeah.
Anyway.
You know what I'd like on this though? I would like the eyelets. I don't normally like different color eyelets, but I think the eyelets would look nice and the squatchy in that blue.
Yep. I would agree with that. Either way, I think it looks nice. So.
Yeah. All right, cool. Let's take a look at the next clinker.
Manny, also new guy.
All right, yeah. So, this is good stuff too, man. Where you been hiding? Where you been hiding, Manny?
Yeah, lots of colors on here. I like this.
I have a feeling Manny's been hiding watching Saturday morning cartoons. So let's take a look at what he submitted. This is some good stuff, and I love what he submitted. I'm just going to tell everyone I saw it beforehand because he had posted and tagged our Instagram. I like this thing.
Yeah,
this is freaking different, man. This is what I'm talking about. This is like crazy and cool, man. I haven't looked at the voting, but. I don't even care what that voting suggests. This thing's a winner in my book. I love the colors. It's a different kind of design. It's got one of those old school looking that you would see in cartoons, right? Mm-hmm. Those old school bottles of poison, like do not drink type stuff. This thing is outstanding to me. But I want to hear what you guys think. Leon, what do you think?
It's got a lot of personality. That's what I like about it. I think the real winners this week are the ones that are really kind of fun and kind of like just really gonna go for it.
Yeah.
Does this bring up any of those weird fears you have? Kool-Aid Man coming at you?
No. This is actually, I think if I were a kid, this would be scaring the shit out of me. But
okay.
The Kool-Aid Man was extremely. The Kool-Aid Man. The reason why he was so scary, Leon, is because he was busting through a brick wall.
The wall.
And then he'd yell out, "Oh yeah!" That's what made him scary. This guy. This guy looks like a silent killer, He's just gonna slug you to death with a blunt object. Jason, what do you think about this one?
Yeah, I agree. I like the personality of it. I like the running poison bottle. The details and the shading might need cleaned up just a little bit. But my biggest issue is it says your poison.
I know.
Who's your? Is that me? Is he talking to me?
Yeah.
Does he have 2 left feet though?
No. Well, I think maybe the legs.
Yeah, the leg, the right leg, his right, looks like it's too far over.
Right. Other than that, but yeah, nice first submission from Manny.
This is a fun logo though. I like it.
Yeah.
I like the logo. I do think you're right though, Leon. I think that leg. But that's considered. Yeah, no, the leg looks like it's too far over to our right.
Yeah.
It just really he's got 2 left legs.
I don't feel that. I feel like it doesn't look anatomically correct. Is it anatomically correct as a bottle of poison can be?
Yeah, I mean, we're debating yeah.
Maybe the poison in the bottle fucked up his anatomy, so
Yeah, that's possible.
grew another left leg.
Dude,
I don't know.
That's very possible. All right, so what's next?
I think that might be it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So we get into our weepers, our sleeper, and our keeper. So let's start with our weepers. Jason Mead, I know you were weeping last night as you fell asleep.
I did.
So what's your weeper?
That's usually how I go to bed. My weeper will be the Georgia Devils. Great concept by Osito. I think it just the perspective of the logo needs a little more work.
Okay. Thank you, Jason.
Mhm.
Leon.
This is an interesting week. A lot of the new guys really surprised us, and a lot of like the really solid guys, I think fell a little bit short. But that could be they're a victim of their own success, and we're judging them a little bit harder. My weeper probably is the Jungle Spirit. Something a little bit missing with Jacobo. Jacobo usually, chucks out good work, but this time I think I'm going to go with Jacobo for the weeper.
Yeah. Leon, I'm with you on that. That's my weeper is Jacobo's Jungle Spirit. I just expect more, and I do think you're right. It might be a victim of his own success, but this one is not. That one is not reaching out. Is not screaming out to me at all. So, all right, cool. So let's get into our sleepers, guys. The ones that we think are going to slide on in there, kind of under the radar. People might not expect this one to make it, but let's start with Leon this time, because Leon rarely sleeps. I think Jason and I both know that. We wait to see.
He's a vampire.
Yeah, he usually sleeps from like 8 a.m. until about 11 a.m. and then that's it. But Leon, which one's your sleeper here?
I'm going to go with your poison. Manny just snuck in there. Hadn't heard of him beforehand, so good job on him putting himself on the map with a really strong showing in his first Monday morning crits.
Nice, thank you, Leon. Jason, how about you?
Oh, I don't. This is hard because I don't think there's really any sleepers in here. But I'll go with polar bears, just because it's a new submission by Raphael. First time we've seen him, and I think that's going to turn out really nice, and people might actually sleep on it.
Can I have a 1A and a 1B on this one? I never do this.
Yeah, go for it.
I was considering it too.
Yeah, my sleeper is going to be Your Poison by Manny. Okay. But I'm going to go on a limb here. And I'm going to say something that may not be popular. It's not going to be popular with you guys. I think Georgia Devils is going to sneak in there somehow.
Okay.
I think it's something extremely different. I think it's just weird enough to work. I do. I think it's weird enough to work.
I like it. It just needs a little bit of fine tuning.
That's but I'm not suggesting that it doesn't have a little bit of fine tuning. I think it's going to get in there.
Yeah, it's a fun logo. It's definitely a fun logo.
But it's different.
Yeah,
it's different. Like if you look at these as a whole, right? There's 3 that are super different to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say which 3 because that might spoil who my keeper is. So, I don't know. I think I'm willing to go out on a limb here. Can we play a game? Can I guess your keepers?
I think it's going
to be pretty easy.
Yeah. It's going to be Raven Wolves, right?
Yeah, by far.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not Raven Wolves.
You're going chupacabras?
Yeah,
I knew it.
Okay.
All right. So that's good. That's good. So Leon's got chupacabras and Jason and I have Raven Wolves, but I also think chupacabras is going to make it. This is a tough week to judge.
I mean,
this is a week of the rookies. The rookies, I think, should be all in, right?
I want to see chupacabras make it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now I'm just telling you what I want. You guys can. I know you guys aren't going to agree about Georgia Devils, but I want to see Georgia Devils make it.
Yeah.
I want to see polar bears make it.
Yeah.
I want to see Your Poison make it.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to see Ravenwolf
Patrick's
make
not
it.
a rookie. Patrick's not a rookie.
No.
but
He's
yeah.
no. I want to see the rookies and Patrick make it.
Yeah.
I want the others to go back to the drawing board and come back with something different or something enhanced.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get some new blood in there. Not that I don't want to see the old guys, but
Hey,
let's get some new.
What do you think if chupacabras blocked his hat like an A's hat, like Kelly Green and Athletic Gold?
Ooh,
That would be nice too,
Yeah,
especially
gray
with that
under.
gold matching that
Yeah.
yellow in his eyes.
Yeah,
I can see that.
That would look pretty good too. Yeah. All right.
I'd even go with the dark.
Go ahead, Jason. Sorry.
I'd even go with the dark if you change that visor to yellow. I think that'd look good.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, this was fun, guys. So, Leon, why don't you take us away, big fella?
All right. Make sure you guys like, rate, review, subscribe. Let us know in the comments, which ones are your favorites, which ones missed the mark a little bit, and which ones you guys think are going to go into pre-order. Until next time, stay fitted. We'll be back with more exclusive content later in the week.
All right. Take it easy, everybody.